Hey everyone, and welcome to the Yarn Journey Crochet Podcast. My name is Holly. I am the host, and I am all jacked up looking. Anyways, I am a podcaster. What am I even saying? I don't know, and this is live, so I can't restart. This is a podcast about crocheting, knitting, the yarn I'm hoarding, and occasionally some other crafts. As well as some shop updates for my yarn dyeing, and I think that's it. Yeah. So I just want to thank all of you who are subscribed. Thank you for coming and watching my madness and my craziness sometimes. My kids are currently, one is downstairs napping, the other one is watching videos. So all is quiet in the house right now, and I figured I'd jump on, do a podcast since my mother-in-law has left yesterday, and talk about what I've done, which isn't a whole lot, to be honest. So I guess we'll jump right in. All the information will be linked down below after this video is published. When it's not live, I don't know. It will take a while, but it will be there later today. So I haven't gotten much done this week because my mother-in-law was in town since we picked her up last Thursday. Not this past, yeah, wait, no. I don't know. She was here for like a week and a half. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. So let's hop into what I've done. Obviously, I have no FOs, none whatsoever. But I did work on, let me find it. I have 2 bags here. This was a bag that I got from Stephanie of the Tatted Tapper. Oh my God. Tatted Tatter. Hi. So I can't remember who made this bag. It is a beautiful bag, and it is housing, and it has a Happiness is Crochet, which is a Crochet Luna pin, who is Claudia. Oh my gosh. It is my brain. Oh, Grocery Girls episode is new. Just got a notification. So I started working on my Christmas sock, which I put about, I would say from the white stripe up. So the white stripe, the light red stripe, or I guess that would be pink. And then starting on the darker red. I want to get these socks off the needles so I have new socks on, because I really want to start digging into my Felici stash. I have a whole bunch of Felici that is just screaming at me to become socks. So I'm trying to finish up my Christmas socks. I finished up my Halloween socks. Yay! So next up is Christmas socks. So that way I can have socks to wear for Christmas. I don't know how well these are going to fit. So the last socks that I made was 72 stitches. Hi! So the last pair of socks that I made were 72 stitches. This is 68. So we're going to see how this fits. But I realized that my stitch gauge was super tight on this sock. But then once I started knitting on it, you can see it kind of starts to flare out a little bit. My gauge is loosened up. So we'll see. So the yarn I'm using is Holly Press Fibers in Peppermint Forest. It's her self-striping colorway. Excuse me. I am super burpy. I'm having Canada Dry ginger ale, which really has hardly any ginger in it, but whatever. It's still tasty and refreshing. This is her sheepish sock base. It's a 75-25, 463 yards, and it's dyed in Colorado of the United States. So that's the colorway, which was Peppermint Forest. This is what it looks like up, all caked up. It is beautiful. And I got the sock kit, so I have a contrasting green. So I'm really trying to get this done, but it didn't happen. I thought I was going to get more time to knit, but we were so out and about while she was here and just doing things and being so busy that I really didn't have time to knit or crochet, really. I mean, I crocheted on the way to pick her up, which was a new design that I'm working on I'm thinking instead of doing individual patterns released at one at a time, I want to do like a collection. So when winter comes around, I can do a winter collection and it will have a variety of different things. I already have a cowl design that I am loving. I just had to order a couple different yarns because it was starting to bow because it was different yarns. So I have a cowl that I'm doing. I have a pillow that I'm doing that's about half done. And then I am planning on another one, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. If you saw the picture, the little sneak peek on Instagram, you might have an idea, but we'll see. It's something that I've been attempting for quite a while now and have not been able to successfully do it. So hopefully this time around, fingers crossed, it works. So I'm already working on my winter collection that's going to be coming out. So next up, the only other technically I guess is an FO. I finished a swatch of Pink Lemonade in knitting since I have it done already in the crochet version. So, jeez, I'm just a hot mess today. So crochet, knitting, which the knitting for whatever reason looks way lighter. Don't know why, but it's just pink and yellow, which I still have some of these available, but I'm thinking I'm going to put the shop on a sale for Mother's Day because, you know, moms love some nice yarn. So I'm thinking I'm going to do like 15% off the shop for Mother's Day. So that was the only FO, I guess you can say I had. And then next up, which I did get a surprising amount of work done on this since the last podcast. So I'm not entirely sure where I was at last podcast. I totally forgot to watch it back to see. I think this stitch marker meant I barely started the split for this. Oh my gosh. My brain, I don't know what the heck's going on. So yes, this is my sea glass tank. It is coming along swimmingly. I just don't want to lose my stitches. So I'm gonna. So as you can see, it's coming along. It's taking a while because it is fingering weight, and I expected that. Excuse me. Woo. I expected it was going to take a while once I got to the body because I am making a big size and fingering weight yarn, so it's going to take a while. If you decide to make this top and you're a smaller size than me, it will go a lot faster, but I may be stuck on Body Island, but once I'm done with the body, I am done. Fun fact, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Thank you. I knew that. So yeah, once I'm done with body, I'm done, which is awesome. I won't get stuck on Sleeve Island. So yes, and the yarn I'm using for this is Knit Picks. What is it? I think it's Stroll. Yeah, Knit Picks Stroll fingering in the Raven tonal colorway. Sorry, please excuse my horrible cuticles. Fun fact, unicorns aren't related to rhinos. Alrighty. So that, unfortunately, is all I have worked on in the last few days. Maybe I should give a little sneak peek of what I'm working on for fall, winter, my winter collection. I can't wait to see it finished. I know. I need to work on it really bad. Really enough armadillos don't know about. You're funny, Rez. You're making me laugh. So I'm going to show you the cowl because it's almost done. I have to rip it back and replace it with similar colors, same stitches, but you'll see what I mean when I say it like bows out. How is everyone and what's on your hooks? I'm about to show you. Well, this I started doing, I would say before. Love your lipstick, by the way, sis. Thank you. So this is a cowl pattern that I was working on, which I should just fold it in half because it's going to be. So I wanted it to be a wide, really long cowl because I like long ones in the sense of tall and not long, wide. Because I would prefer just for it to kind of just sit around my neck and bunch up this way. Then I hate wrapping things around my neck. It bothers me. So this is a cowl pattern that I'm working on. Only difference is if you can see right here, it goes all the way straight and then bloop. So why is the sky blue in the day but not at night? I am not sure. I'm pretty sure if I thought about it science-wise for a while, I would figure it out. But this is a cowl pattern that will be coming out during winter. My brain, guys. So it will be a nice, be right back. Boys are killing each other. Yeah, go save your boys. So this will come out in winter along with a pillow pattern as of right now and another one that I'm really hoping will work. Really hoping. Because I've tried. I'll just say it's a sweater. But I've tried doing sweaters in the past and they never worked out the way I wanted. So I'm hoping that this time around, fingers crossed, praying to the gods, whatever, that it will work this time because let me tell you, I've tried doing sweaters at least on 3 occasions and they never worked. Okay, damn, 1,000 followers. I see you're popular then. I guess. I don't know. Maybe a little. So I'm guessing that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, like I said, because my mother-in-law was in town, I didn't get a lot done, which is a bummer. But I did order more yarn, and it came in the mail today, so I'm super excited because I'm going to try my hand at self-striping yarn. Now, I don't know if it's going to turn out. I don't know. But I'm going to try. If it turns out, I will be so glad because I love self-striping yarn. It is awesome for socks or hats if it's big enough stripes. So, what else? So, there is a podcast that I have been watching, and I've been talking to her, and she is awesome and amazing and so sweet and so talented, and she is the garments queen. You guys need to go check out Christina of the Blissful Stitch podcast. Like, seriously. I feel like so I went and I binge watched all of her podcast episodes, right? Totally binge watched every single one, which I am normally not someone that goes back in podcast episodes. I don't know why. I just don't. I normally just pick up where they are at or like watch the last 5 or so. But since she didn't have a whole bunch, I just watched all of them. I am so sorry. I'm going to stop drinking that Canada Dry. But she is like the garments queen. She's made so many. It seems like almost every episode she had finished some type of garment. And I'm just like, you go, girl, because I have not finished one. So definitely go and check out Christina of the Blissful Stitch podcast, because she has like 90 followers. And I don't understand how, because she makes some amazing patterns. Some that I've heard of, some of them that I haven't. And I've actually written down quite a few where I'm just like, that is so cute. I need to make that. I'm tired, guys, if you haven't been able to notice. I want to get some self-stripes for my next socks. Yes. That's why I'm like itching to work on the Felici yarn, to work on some self-striping. But I also know that I need to use some of my yarn to make socks for, samples. So yeah, not much else is going on. Very short podcast episode, because like I said, I got nothing done. I just said I was going to stop drinking this, but it's so tasty. Ginger ale is so refreshing, even though it's probably not real ginger ale. Some people drink like ginger ale for reals. And this is like straight up corn syrup, I guess. So, hi, Donna. 35 episodes, definitely binge watching these. Oh, thanks, Rez. Where are you located? I'm in Wake Village, Texas. Beautiful 85 degrees heat with a mild wind blowing. I am currently in North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina, and it is, I would say, about 80s. Nice breeze as well. Sunny. It was kind of gloomy out this morning, but it's taken a turn for the better, and it's really nice out. I mean, I was able to put makeup on, go out of the house, and not sweat it off completely. So that's a bonus. I need to make my next podcast. You should do that. Everyone should do podcasts. Louisiana here. Ooh, you're probably hot already. Louisiana. Wee. Humidity. LOL. Georgia here. Oh, I'm sure you guys are hot too. Oh, how late am I? Hey. Just saw you're on now while watching. You're not that late, Christina, but I did already give you your shout out. So hopefully you will get more subscribers. I get chances to go to the Shreveport, Louisiana, the VA hospital. My grandpa's from Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm sipping my drink into true Christina style with a little straw and everything, all fancy. LML, you're too funny. I came for you, girl, not the shout out. Oh, I know. But I gave you a shout out because I said I would, and you totally deserve way more subscribers and viewers, because you make the most beautiful things. Making a spring/summer shawl for my mom, opposite side here. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to make my mother-in-law some socks. Ow. I have a knot. Ow. I think I'm going to make her some socks. She saw my Halloween ones, and she's like, oh, those are so nice. And I was like, I can totally make you some socks if you want. And plus, I think she wears like a 5.5 or a 6.5. So she has little teeny lady feet. So Lake Charles, 45 minutes from the Gulf of Mexico. Oh, wow. So I'm thinking I'm going to make her a pair of socks. She said her favorite color is pink. And I was looking on I could look for hand-dyed yarn from someone else, but I was like, I don't know, because I don't know if I'll get it in time. And then I was like, well, what about Knit Picks? And then I was still worried. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll get it in time to make them, then send them to her after waiting for them to be shipped. So I'm thinking I'm going to dye up something for her. I know I have a crap ton of colors with pink in it, but how have you made it through this so far without the kids? No, one is downstairs sleeping and the other one, I was just like, here's my phone. You can watch a couple videos while I go do this. And she is like totally okay with that right now because we bought her new headphones. So she is like really excited to use headphones. Haven't made socks yet, but want to. You totally should, Donna. You should. Because like I said, I told myself a long time ago, I'm like, I can't see putting $35 worth of nice yarn on my feet. I can't justify it. And I did it. And they feel amazing. So good. I am not someone that can sleep with socks on, but when I finish those socks, they did not leave my feet for 2 days. Yeah. That's probably really gross to say, but I mean, I was in the house all day, so I wasn't out and about in shoes or anything. It was like a rainy weekend, so we were stuck in the house. But I wore those socks for 2 days straight, and I was just, you could not get those to take me. You could not get me to take them off because they felt so good. You should. I am doing my first socks with Holly's yarn. Love it. Oh, thank you. I am loving the way it's turning out. I saw it on Instagram. They look so good. So I'm thinking I'm going to dye up. I don't know. I'm thinking if I should use the Northern Lights for her socks. Do you crochet or knit your socks? I've tried crocheting socks. I did not like them. I didn't like the way they felt. So I knit them. And the whole reason I wanted to learn to knit was to make socks and garments. Like those big, cozy, like cable sweaters that never look quite the same in crochet. Although I'm loving crochet. Don't get me wrong. I love crochet. And I love making garments in crochet. But I want both. Making your own socks is glorious. Knowing you made them makes it such an accomplishment. That is so true, Christina. Like you feel so accomplished when you finish them that you're just like, I never want to take them off. They're there for me forever. No, I have done that too. LOL. Okay, I'm glad I am not the only one that is kind of like I put them on and I never take them off. Which I finally got around to washing them. It sounds terrible, but they kind of got lost somewhere. I don't know where they went. And my mother-in-law found them while she was here and she washed them for me. So I'm probably going to be wearing those tonight because my feet always get cold, like super cold at night. But during the day or in the morning, I never want socks on, but like at night, my socks turn to icicles. My feet turn to icicles. So yes, I'm planning on making her a pair of socks in pink. I don't know if I should do like the Northern Lights colorway that has that bright pink in it, or dark fairy, or maybe I should do it. What am I thinking? This is fairy season. Not daffodil. Daffodil is yellow. Duh. I'm trying to think. Maybe I should do it in Birdie Bots. Using Blueprint to learn to knit. I've heard a lot of people using Blueprint and then like Skillshare or Craftsy to learn to knit. I'm a big avid YouTube learner. That's how I learn. If I get stuck, YouTube it. I was actually watching. This is so random, but I think it's like YouTube is the number 2 most used search engine for how-tos. So they're like, you could literally search how to anything on YouTube. YouTube taught me everything. Exactly. It teaches me everything when it comes to like knitting and crocheting. Like if I get stuck, YouTube is my go-to. But I was watching that video and he was like, you could literally look up how to wipe my butt on YouTube. And there are videos for it. And he was like, who needs that video? But anyways, I'm sorry. That was like way out there. Let your eyes roll back to your head. Very easy. Just try. What? That doesn't make sense. Yep, I use YouTube. Yep. I mean, my grandma taught me the basic stitches, but, you know, she didn't teach me how to sew things on or how to, like, she does very basic stuff as well. So a lot of the stuff hers is like blankets most of the time when it comes to crocheting. So, like, I didn't know how to, like, mattress stitch things together or different types of joining or how to do things in the round properly and, you know, that kind of stuff. YouTube was, like, the biggest help. Craftsy is Blueprint or a sister company. Oh, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. I think I'm going to use this one for her socks. Because she says pink, but I don't feel like she's an overwhelming pink. Oh, gosh. I don't think I really have anything that's pink over in my stash. That's sock weight. That is a pretty choice. Yeah, I'm really thinking she might like it because it's overall pink, but it has speckles of other colors in it. Like blues and purples and greens, yellow. I think I'm going to do that one. Because I feel like she isn't like a bright pink. And if she is, it's not just pink. There's other colors with it. That's where I'm kind of torn if I should do this one or this one. This is more pink, which is kind of looking really in the light. But this is like that dark pink that she wears with like the greens and the teals and dark navies. So I don't know. And like I said, she has little tiny feet. So, I mean, I probably won't even use a full 100 gram. Use the pink, LOL. Definitely, yeah, you're right. She said pink, right? I should use pink. So, and then I was thinking of making my father-in-law some socks, and she said blue and gray, which I don't have any blue and gray, so I might have to dye some up for him. So we're going to do his for Father's Day. And I don't know if I'm going to do my dad socks or not. I don't know if he would like knit socks. But I know my father-in-law, he likes to wear socks with his slippers. So, and my mother-in-law complains because she's like, he always wears socks that are too tight because he gets really bad swelling in his feet and legs. So he wears really tight socks that make it worse. I'm like, well, I can make the socks bigger to account for swelling. So she was like, oh, yes, do it. Make him a pair of socks. Just do it, LOL, left hand. Oh, yeah. So definitely going to do this pink one for sure. I'll set that aside. I still have to make my samples out of these, but I mean, this had 2 samples made out of it, and it's still, I mean, that's probably still a 70 gram ball, maybe even more than that. So probably closer to 80, 85. So it'll be plenty to make socks for her because she has little tiny feet. Like she has those cute little feet that when you see shoes in those sizes for women, you're just like, who has feet that small? My mother-in-law. She's a little lady. That podcast was very short. It was like 19 minutes. It's so tiny. So what are you guys working on, if you're working on anything? Out of curiosity. I missed it. You did, but it was super duper short. There wasn't much to write home about. But while we're sitting here chatting, I might as well work on my sock. Or maybe I should start her socks. That sounds like a better idea. How's your sea glass coming along? Girl, I am like moving. But like I was saying in earlier, because I'm making a bigger size, and I am using fingering weight, it is taking a while, but I also haven't worked on it at all in this last week. Trying to find the right needle. So I haven't worked on it very much this past week. Maybe I should use my little... Where are you? I haven't worked on it very much. So I need to work on that. And where the heck are my little... Oh, there you are. My little sock needles. My little ChiaoGoo 9-inch. Okay, let's see. I started the base of some slippers for her and got stuck. Also making a huge pillow in neon colors. Ooh. I mean, I'm not a fan of neons, but I like pillows. C2C blanket. Everyone loves a good C2C blanket. It's super easy, mindless crochet. You cannot go wrong. Make a super long tail because I hate starting over. I actually need to finish my pillow design really bad. It's like it's been sitting here on my desk, half done, just staring me in the face like, are you ever going to finish me? I've been so sidetracked with other projects that I forgot. Oh my goodness. I am burpy. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get these socks done by Mother's Day, but hey, it's the thought that counts. Plus, I know my mother-in-law would love these because she actually like pays me to make her things, which is nice and very appreciated. But sometimes you're like, I just want to make you something. You don't have to pay for it, which is what I'm doing now. So tasty. So I guess this is becoming like a crochet and chat. I need a craft room. I love my craft room because before, when we lived in our last house, I didn't have a craft room. So that meant my craft stuff was everywhere. in our bedroom, in our living room, in our kitchen, in our laundry room, in the playroom. It was everywhere. It was a hot ass mess. I had yarn and boxes, and I like using wicker baskets everywhere. Everywhere. So many. So when we were told we were getting a 4-bedroom house, I was like, I am getting a craft room because I need to contain my crap. Because if not, it takes over the house. I am not even counting these stitches. I'm just casting on. And I think for hers, I'm going to use a 64 stitch because she has tiny little feet. Me too, man. LOL. I got a craft table mostly for sewing, but it's still not dedicated room. Can't wait. I wish I had a craft table. Like, I have a desk, and then I have, like, you know when you go to a vendor event, they always have those, like, big tables? That is what all my stuff is on. Like, as you can see, it's just a black plastic table. And then, like, a little tiny desk. It looks like more like a writing desk than, like, a computer desk or a working desk. I would love to have a craft desk or a craft table. I envy those that have those like really nice craft tables. And you know, I have like one 9x3x3 cubicle of yarn, but there are people that have like a wall full, and I'm just like, oh, so jealous. I want that. Not that I want to fill up a whole wall of yarn. That's not my intention, but just to have it on display, because I have a tendency that if it's packed away, I completely forget that I have it, and then I go and buy more. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I have that sitting in the closet in a bin that I haven't looked at in 9 months. So I feel like I need to have one of those things. So if I see it, I will use it, which is a big issue. I am an artist by degree, so add that to yarn and it is everywhere. Oh, I am sure. I mean, artists always kind of have that reputation of being a little bit messy. I mean, that's what that sign right there says. I am creative. You can expect me to be neat too, which is so true. So true. I think it's just because artists, once they get in the groove, cleanliness is not a priority. Once you get in the making mood, it is just create, 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 and nothing else matters. Which is what is fun about art. My mom was the same way. She was really into ceramics and all kinds of crafts. Like, she crocheted. I don't know if she knew how to knit though. But I believe my grandma taught her how to crochet too, my mom. She crocheted, she painted, she did ceramics, had a business for ceramics. And then what else? She cross-stitched. So she was very creative. My dad was creative. He loved to draw. His was mainly drawing. My sister loved to draw as well. A yarny creative mess is a pretty mess to me. Exactly, Christina. Exactly. There is beauty within the chaos. Or what is it called when it's a organized or it's an organized mess. We know where everything's at within our chaos. So we're good. Oh goodness. I am going to try, which Christina inspired me to go get the pattern, is, oh, what is it called? It's by the Crazy Sock Lady. I'm going to try one of her patterns because hers are always cuffed down and they're heel flap and gussets. Could not think of the word. So I'm going to try cuff down again and see how that works. Because the last time I tried it, I was still very new to knitting and it turned out really bad. So I'm going to try it on hers. Or I can just still do a afterthought heel. I do them all: drawing, photography, ceramics, painting, sculpture. See, and I'm kind of similar. I mean, I'm not a big sculptor. I would love to do photography, but I don't know if I have the patience to, because photographers get in there in some crazy positions to get the perfect shot, and I wouldn't know where to start with editing and making your pictures look beautiful. But I did ceramics. I've done painting, drawing, yarny stuff. That's awesome, Donna. Jack of all trades. She is. I haven't tried toe up. You try cuff down, and I'll try toe up. Yes. So you've inspired me to try cuff down. So we will see how that goes. Like, I love painting. Mine aren't always the best, but when I get inspired to paint, most of the time it turns out pretty decent. Like, let me show you one. If it's in here, where did you go? I lied. I don't remember where I put it. But I painted a raven. And it actually looked really stinking good. I was like super proud of myself because I was expecting it to look like a 5-year-old did it, and it actually looked really good. Now I have to go and find that because it's going to bother me if I don't find it. Like when I was in high school, my art teacher, because we obviously have to take some type of elective, whether it's art or ceramics or, something creative. So I picked art, and basically my art teacher was like, I'm signing you up for AP art. Like, I'm putting you in my class. I was like, okay. But it was my senior year, and I did not want 6 classes. So I ended up dropping the art class. And I kind of, now that I'm an adult, I kind of wish I didn't do that. But, whatevs. Cozy Cottage. Try Cozy Cottage. Do you mean Hannah from the Cozy Cottage Crochet? I should probably count these now. Three, 4. Hi, Austin. Jack of all trades, but Jack of all trades. That's me. Yeah, I'm kind of similar. I've even done like bookbinding, jewelry making, you name it. I've tried it. I may not have stuck with it, but I've tried it. Which I actually really enjoy bookbinding. It's really fun. I think that's 68. Oy. Now I gotta recount this because I don't know how many stitches I just pulled off. 1, 2, 3. $48. Oh my god, that's her. Oh, Hannah, the Cozy Cottage Crown. I'm trying, and I keep like missing some. I really hate that when you're counting and then you think you skip one or you think you didn't skip one. So starting jewelry making. I had a hard time with jewelry making because I have really big fingers. So that was not the most fun for me. Although I liked making the things, I liked wearing what I made. It was a struggle to get them made. And I lost count. Okay, we're going to do. My daughter wants to get into that. What are you casting on? I am casting on some socks for my mother-in-law. I told her she should start making progress keepers. She should. Progress keepers are big money right now. I mean, even the polymer clay ones, I think those are super, super cute. Okay. Right. Let's begin. I am so weird. I'm sorry. Wish I could show y'all my shawl. Oh, I'm sure it is beautiful. I haven't made a shawl in a while. Like, it has been a hot minute since making a shawl. The last shawl I made was my Tri-Peaks Fade, which was January or something like that. I would love to see it. See what, or her shawl? I wish I could play music while on podcasts, but then I'd get in trouble for copyright. Ooh, copyright. I remember back when you could actually put music on your video on YouTube and not get in trouble as long as you put, in the description who the singer was. Like, I do not have any rights to this music. Blah, bitty, blah, bitty, blah. Not anymore. I am picking, yes, Donna Shaw. Okay, that's what I thought. I am picking my needles up and I'm trying to knit a blanket with color work for the first time. I have not done color work yet. I have not either. Color work looks like so much fun, and there are so many gorgeous sweaters. Oh my God, so many gorgeous sweaters with amazing color work that I would love to try, but holy moly. Seems like a lot of work, and it seems like when you first try, a lot of people have a lot of tensioning issues. I wouldn't know how. My mom just turned 82. Yo. Is that you, Lily? Lily's like sitting at the door. I heard her like plop her butt down on the floor. We went and got her like a raised bowl because she is getting older. She's 8. No, 7, 8. I can't remember. I think 7. But she's getting older. She is now considered a senior dog. So we got her bowls lifted up off the floor so it's easier to eat for her to eat. Oh yeah. My grandpa's always cold. I had to make him a hat because he's also balding. He basically is bald at this point because he's lost most of his hair. And he wanted me to make him a beanie so he could keep his head cold, or keep his head warm, keep it cold. Jeez. A mess up in typing, sorry. I completely understand. I mean, I am the worst sometimes. I'm pretty sure I've talked to some people and they probably thought I was illiterate because normally typing on the computer, it isn't that bad. But typing on my phone, that's a whole other ballgame. And I am lazy and I don't proofread to fix my mistakes. And oh gosh, there are so many mistakes. But I do know how to read and write. I went to school. So I understand the error in typing. I have that shark song stuck in my head. Oh, me too. The phone typing is my enemy. It is bad. Like, I have big fingers, so it makes it really hard. And I honestly miss the days where our phones had keyboards, like real keyboards on it. Like my favorite, there was a Verizon phone a long time ago that it was like a little square phone, a little rectangle phone that had the keypad on the front, but then you flip it open lengthwise and it had a full keyboard on it. That was my favorite phone because it was a lot harder to mistake typing. Where with the touch screens, sometimes they are so freaking sensitive that my big finger is like type a bajillion letters at once. My dog wants to sit on the shawl. LOL, hard to crochet with her on it. Oh my gosh. My cat, Binks, has a tendency to come up and just plop down every time I sit on the couch to start knitting or crocheting, and he just plops his little butt down and he's like, oh, is this the invitation I need to come and sit down on you? And I'm like, every time, man, every time. I'm like, no, this is not the right time to come sit on me. I am on a tablet, LOL, crocheting and petting dog. You have your hands full, Donna. You have your hands full. Oh, the first row is always the most tedious when you get started. Little. I am just. Do you think the afterthought here, heel is harder for beginners? I think if you're gonna do the afterthought heel, use it with the waist yarn. It's not as intimidating as cutting your work. I still have not cut my sock. I always use waist yarn. And I feel like it's easier to pick up later because you have a defined line of these are the stitches right on top, these are the stitches right below. Because I have a tendency when I go to pick up stitches later, I will pick up in 2 rows, where if I have that waist yarn, I know exactly what row to pick up stitches in. Does that with my pillow that I am crocheting. But I think afterthought heels are easier than a heel flap and gusset, because an afterthought heel is essentially the toe of your sock. And since you've done cuff down, you know how to decrease a toe, which is basically the same exact way you do a heel. It's just with more stitches. Or is it with more stitches? No, it's about the same. So it's basically exactly the same. My blinds are noisy today. Okay, cool. I will definitely do waist yarn then. I was just going to cut it, but definitely feel safer doing the waist yarn. I am so nervous to cut my yarn with that. And like I said, I have a tendency to pick up in multiple rows. So having that waist yarn is so much easier to figure out which row I'm actually picking up on. But I think it's a lot easier. I haven't done the Fish Lips Kiss heel, which I believe is just German short rows, but I could be wrong. But I don't know if I'm a fan of German short rows. Oh, everyone's out walking their doggies and going on walks because it's nice out right now. I should probably go make dinner, but my husband said it's a get what you want night, which is fine by me. That means I don't have to cook. do 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 do. Oh goodness, I am tired. But I think we are going to wrap it up soon because I don't know if I could do 2 hours on alive again, because it would just be, I would just be a hot mess. I'd be moving into wine o'clock, even though that would make me more tired, which is probably not ideal. But who saw Game of Thrones? Oh my gosh. I just totally opened up a can of worms. But who saw Game of Thrones? Like the last 2 episodes. Oh. Love me some Game of Thrones. I haven't seen the most recent. Oh my gosh. I won't say anything then. No spoilers. But damn, it is good. It is so good. I will not spoil things. I promise. But there are definitely some super funny ass scenes too. Super funny. Like episode 3 has me like laughing and crying. I was like having an emotional breakdown in episode 3. That Winterfell War was legit. So you saw episode 3, like you saw the battle, the winter battle. That like, oh my gosh, I am ready for Thursday. I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, saw the battle, didn't see Sunday's episode. Okay, I won't spoil Sunday. Oh, ready for Degrassi? Wait, is that what I'm thinking? It's Degrassi? I don't know. Oh my gosh, yes. And there are people saying that episode was terrible. Oh, Drag Race. Oh, I love Drag Race. I haven't watched it in a while though. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Like it straight up says Drag Race, and I'm like Degrassi. Like, what the hell? But my husband was actually like watching episodes and how they were saying that the battle, like that episode 3 was just terrible. And I was like, these people are just pissed. Love Brianna, all of it. Oh my gosh, yes. Wait, so hold on. I'm trying to remember. Saw all of it. Pretty sure it was episode 4 where, oh god, the joke between Tyrion and Jaime. Oh my god. How to feel to climb for it. Oh my god. I was in tears. I was like dying laughing during that. But there are definitely some really funny parts in the last episode. Like I seriously want a shirt that says what Tyrion said in I think it was also episode 4, which isn't so much of a spoiler, but he's like, Cersei could still kill all of us. That would solve all our problems. Like, I feel like that should be a shirt. Arya, she freaking does. Arya is a beast. It was awesome. I know a lot of people were complaining how dark the episode was, but I'm like, yo, it's happening at night. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully tomorrow when my husband is home. Right? Like people are saying it was too dark. It was then they were talking about how quick they wrapped up the whole issue of the Night King. I'm like, what do you mean? Like they've been preparing for this for 7 years. Like, what do you mean they wrapped it up so quick? And people were complaining that it was Arya that killed the Night King and not Jon. And I'm like, and then a lot of people were complaining that she wasn't qualified to kill the Night King. And I'm like, dude, she has literally spent like the last 5 years becoming a trained assassin. Why would it not be Arya? Like, I'd be pissed if it was like freaking Sansa or something. But Arya, I felt like, was a perfect alternative to Jon because she had that training. She had all of that knowledge under her belt, you know, to defeat the Night King. And I was like, these people are just pissed because it wasn't Jon, because Jon is always the hero. And they even said that, like, in the clips after when they explained the episode. They were like, a lot of people were mad that it wasn't Jon, but we knew it wasn't going to be Jon for the last 3 years. Arya was going to be the one that killed the Night King. And they've known that for the last 3 years. Some people are just never satisfied with the outcome. Totally agree with you. Thank you. I'm just like, they're pissed because she won. She did it, and it wasn't Jon. I mean, I don't know. That episode was so emotional. I mean, I don't know. But Jon's always the hero. And then another person brought up, well, why did the Lord of Light bring Jon back if it wasn't to kill the Night King? And I'm like, to rule Westeros. Duh. Like, we all know he's the rightful heir to the throne. Why would he not be brought back to rule the Seven Kingdoms, to bring justice and, you know, basically a prosperous time, I guess you could say. Tyrion is too funny. More time than not. Yes, Tyrion is hilarious. Like, I wish he was my best friend. I still need to get I drink and know things shirt. Even though I'm not a big drinker. I mean, I drink coffee. So I guess I drink. I should put like a little sticker or like a little tiny word iron on, like, I drink coffee and know things. So I don't know. Some of these people's arguments are just they're so heated because it wasn't Jon that they're making all these arguments of why it was bogus. And I'm just like, you're just pissed that it was like an 18-year-old girl that killed the Night King. Don't hate. Girl power. Because as we've noticed, like, Dany is losing her shit over the fact that Jon is so loved by everyone he comes across. And I honestly, especially after episode 4, which I'm not going to give anything away, but you can tell. And it's even brought up that her state of mind is not what it should be for someone who's going to rule the Seven Kingdoms. What? Open the door, bud. You can't. Yep, the Red Lady Queen said she would close her eyes forever long ago. Yeah. Hi, Tanta. Oh, my legs is numb. What? Come on. My foot's asleep. You should be happy that Jon blesses the episode with his handsomeness. LOL. I wasn't expecting him to kill the Night King. Yeah, he'd be a great friend. He would be. And you know what? Jon did everything to get there. And I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know, I was hoping he would get there too. I was hoping that maybe, like, a surprise ending is that Theon somehow managed to get the Night King, although that wasn't going to happen.
My sister.
What?
My sister.
I don't have any scissors. Why do you need scissors? Or are you saying cereal? Cereal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you go ask Daddy for cereal?
Okay.
He just woke up. Nick, you want to get Colin some cereal? Now he's calling for Emma. Emma! You gonna yell at Emma? Yeah. That's so funny. It's like now he knows how to say her name, so he's always yelling at her. Emma! Your son is so adorable. Thank you, Christina. Oh gosh. Emma. Baby, she's wearing her headphones. She can't hear you. Okay. I am going to get off since he is now awake. I'm going to have to take care of him and I can start working on my mother-in-law's sock. So I will let you go because, yes, I will be busy now. So I will see you guys all later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.